part of the motivation for subscribing to OnlyFans is because they want to know more about sex and women. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if it's your first time, and Happy New Year, Happy 2023. And I know for me, one of my goals for 2023 is to be a far more active YouTuber. So make sure you are subscribed if you're not already, because I have a lot of content coming your way this year that I'm actually very excited about. Today, I wanted to kind of break down the 5 kinds of OnlyFans subscribers that I run into as an OnlyFans model. And I feel like there are a lot of misconceptions about the kind of men and women, but I mean, majority men that subscribe to OnlyFans girls. Today, I kind of wanted to talk about what kind of people do subscribe to OnlyFans? What do I encounter as an OnlyFans model? And at this point, I've probably engaged with over tens of thousands of men on my page. And these are kind of some of the categories I can place some of these subscribers in. Number 1, I would call this the confident and comfortable subscriber. A lot of men fall into this category. You know, these are, I would say, men that are busy. They lead normal lives. I can tell because they're not like on the edge of their seat waiting for me to respond. They're busy, I'm busy. More educated, I guess, maybe than the average person online. I do notice like night and day with these men, and maybe some of the men that comment like on TikTok or Instagram, especially negative comments with their spelling, their grammar, their punctuation. Like these are men that you can tell read. These are men that you can tell know how to write a professional email. They may be more interested in some of maybe the YouTube or the Twitch stuff I do. They understand boundaries. They understand that, you know, this is a product or a service that I'm providing, and they understand that and they engage with it like any other product or service that they're consuming. Number 2, I would call this the freaky subscriber. I don't know what else to call these subscribers, but these are people that are, again, very comfortable with themselves, very comfortable with their sexuality. And a lot of times I will call these are very sexy people sometimes. These are probably, sometimes I get these pictures, and a lot of them are other OnlyFans creators themselves, or they're like a couple, etc. And these are people that are just positive. They're here to have a good time. They're very open with their bodies. But number 3 is the love-struck subscriber. And these are men that have an interest in me or an infatuation with me that extends beyond my role online and what I'm trying to do online. Sometimes, or I would say actually a good amount of the time, once I'm like, no, and I establish my boundaries, like, hey, this is a job, this is like not a dating app, they're like, okay. There's actually a subscriber that I'm really good friends with now, just from engaging with like kind of the topics I talk about on Twitch. He's really interested in it, intellectually curious. I'm really intellectually curious. And those are the best places to actually get that interaction with me, is when I do live streams and stuff. But I don't do like a one-on-one type of, I don't think it's healthy. It's not what I'm here to do. It's part of the reason I don't offer like a GFE girlfriend experience. Not to say that there aren't ways that other creators do it that is healthy and they make those boundaries clear, but it's just not something I'm into or something that I offer. So yeah, that's number 3, the love-struck subscriber. Number 4 is the ashamed subscriber. So these are the ones that are not comfortable with themselves. They aren't secure in themselves. They are either uncomfortable with themselves for enjoying this content, for subscribing to this content. Maybe they do think that they're a simp or a beta male, or maybe they just don't want, they feel some shame around being a sexual person and watching this content, or watching maybe porn in general sometimes. Sometimes those love-struck subscribers can turn into this, or kind of turn into negative, angry people. And I don't see this as much on OnlyFans, like with OnlyFans subscribers, but definitely on other platforms. So a lot of times I do see like somebody write a negative comment, and then they will subscribe to my OnlyFans with the same name and DM me. Number 5 is the curious subscriber. I would say these are people that one of the reasons, or part of the motivation for subscribing to OnlyFans, is because they want to know more about sex and women, and what turns women on, what turns me on. Getting this information from a woman, I feel like a lot of times some of the more disillusioned men kind of turn to these male gurus to kind of teach them about this stuff, which I wouldn't recommend. Those men are not gonna get you laid, I promise. I'm very open about this stuff. I do live streams, usually like once a week, and I will answer whatever questions you guys have about my sex life or what I'm into, what I'm not into, what I think overall women are into or not into. Now, I can only speak for myself. So yes, that is my brief overview of, you know, 5, I guess, categories engage with or see subscribing to my OnlyFans page. Now, that doesn't mean that everybody falls into these categories or there isn't broad variation within these categories. I mean, the truth of it is when people are like, what kind of guys subscribe to OnlyFans? All kinds of guys, all kinds of guys, everyday guys, regular guys, secure men, insecure men, all kinds of men subscribe to OnlyFans, and that's really the truth of it. So make sure you're subscribed. I have a lot of good content coming your way. I think my next video is going to actually be a video kind of breaking down the positive and negative effects of porn and porn consumption and this whole idea of like porn addiction. If there are any other video ideas you guys want me to do, or kind of anything you guys want to see, I'm going to be posting at least 1 video a week. So we have a lot to do in 2023. Thank you. Have a nice day.